You've got to be pretty determined to follow your dream when others expect you to fail, and you've hardly got the means to put your money where your mouth is. But that didn't stop a North Yorkshire couple who decided to take on the racing establishment and start a revolution on the racetrack.
In North Yorkshire, many villages echo to the sound of hooves, but one trainee racehorse is a maverick, and he's turning the locals' heads.
Everyone's taken to him and everyone loves him, and he's kind of a bit of a character around the place. And a lot of the other amateur riders have said, like, oh, tell me when he's running, I can't wait to see it.
What marks Angrove Rhumbaba out is his looks. Where else have you ever seen a racehorse with a hodgepodge of colour all over his body? The moment he comes into public view, it'll cause a storm. And it's been brewing for quite a few years, because across the county at Great Ayton, his owners have been breeding foals with just one aim.
I want to see a coloured horse win at a race and show everybody what they can do, because I really believe in them. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it.
Do you think anybody is keen to see you fail?
Oh God, yeah. The whole world, probably.
When she first told me that's what she'd always dreamt of as a child, like most people, I thought, you know, you're talking nonsense. Coloured horses don't go on the track. If they were any good, they'd be on the track now.
Heather has become something of an expert in genetics. She found a stallion with a thoroughbred parentage. Meet Rico. He's not pure enough to race himself, but he carries a gene that guarantees he will father a coloured horse. Put him with the right thoroughbred mare, and the resulting foal will have a multicoloured coat and the breeding pedigree that will allow it to race.
That's the boy.
4 years ago, with a perfect match, that's exactly how Rhumbaba came into the world. Rummy looks the part, but would he be an athlete like his mum? Just minutes old, he struggles to find his legs, but Heather dares to believe he could not only race, but win.
Oh, it would be the first in the world, because there hasn't ever been a coloured horse to win a race.
The years leading up to this have been cruel. She and husband Alistair faced ruin when his business collapsed.
We lost our home, we lost our car, and I think we had about £2,000 in the bank.
We purchased an old schoolroom from the local council, and we plonked it on this site, and as we had coloured horses, people around the area thought we were gypsies moving on, and there was quite a hoo-ha in the village about it.
Fitting in with the neighbours is as nothing to getting coloured horses accepted into mainstream racing. But they're undaunted. Rummy is now almost 2 years old, and it's crunch time.
Rhumbaba is actually going to be sat on for the first time by a human. Joe's going to be legged up by Lev over his back and lean over the saddle.
Good boy.
He's got to now be sat on, be ridden. It's vital.
Boy. Walk on. Walk on. Good boy.
Joe was just fantastic. She's just such a professional and she's done wonders with this boy. I'm so thrilled, really am. And yeah, he's on track for getting onto the racecourse.
Just 6 months later, Rummy is at a professional training stable, and that means getting up before dawn. On the gallops, he's showing promise, but will he be ready in time? He's just been entered for the last race of the season. It's just 1 week away. But owner, trainer and Rummy cannot afford for him to be humiliated on his first outing, and at the last minute, he's pulled from the race.
I was gutted, absolutely gutted. So, yeah, but you have to pick yourself up, start again.
Where is he? Rummy!
Keeping racehorses is an expensive business, so Rummy has now become an investment. There's a syndicate, and he seems to know when his Yorkshire backers have come to visit.
Hello, come on. Oh, he's gorgeous. Come on, little fella. I was having a chemo in hospital, and I saw it on the front page of the paper, and I thought, oh, what's a crack, I'll have a go on that.
People that worked at Mick, like, saying you've got a gypsy house or something like that.
He's going to be the odd one out sort of thing, isn't he? You know.
Yeah, you'd even know which one he was if you were watching a black and white set.
Yeah.
The syndicate might be optimistic of a champagne moment, but there's been pretty little of that for Heather and Alistair.
We actually went through one winter without any heat at all, which was desperate because we had nothing. But we did actually have Lev's furniture, so we managed to put the table in, and some of his relatives' grandparents' furniture, even including the wonderful four-poster bed which Lev was born in. And we even made holes in the ceiling to accommodate it because it was too big.
Having since suffered health problems which put paid to her ever riding a horse again, Heather now has her sights set on a much bigger prize. A new trainer has agreed to give Rummy a chance.
Very happy with the work that he's done. He's done plenty of work to run. He's shown enough ability at home to be given his chance on the track.
He enjoys himself really. He loves galloping, and let's just see how it goes. I think, gosh, to be beaten by a coloured horse, you know, a lot of people are like, oh God.
There certainly wouldn't be a stigma, but I think people would just feel that maybe that it's a gimmick or they're not racehorses.
It's a very closed book racing, I think, sometimes, and we sometimes need to broaden our horizons a little bit.
We're out to prove them different.
He's bred and he's able to race, so why not let him race?
It's going to be scary for him. He's never seen a racecourse before, so it's all new. Nervous isn't a word I would use. Terrified would be more the word.
Well, I've been racing more than 50 years and I've never seen it.
Hey, little beauty. How are we?
Star of the show here today, Angrove Rumbarber.
Two other coloured horses have just made it onto the racing scene, but they've both finished last. So all eyes are on Angrove Rumbarber. He's at 12-1, but the real stakes couldn't be higher.
I'm just blown away. Really proud.
It shouldn't be in this race. It's not a thoroughbred. It's not a thoroughbred.
Good lad. No, no, no. Go for it. Stay safe.
Come on, you, be strong.
The world is watching as 4 years of work comes down to one mad dash.
The first furlong, green flag is the very early leader. And behind this one is the skewball pony, Angrove Rumbarber.
That's good.
Angrove Rumbarber has run really well, although credentials didn't look that promising before the race.
Come on, Rummy. Come on, Rummy!
Only the first 4 horses over the line get an official placing, but the leading group is breaking away.
And there's a great race going on between Angrove Rumbarber,
Yes!
who is going to finish 4th.
Yes! He's the first horse in England that's coloured to come forth. It's amazing. Oh. You clever baby. Sorry, I don't mind the mud.
Second number 1, green flag.
Are you all right?
2, Ronnie Rhino, the 4 horse number 5, Angrove Rumbarber.
Oh, you are a clever man. You are such a clever man. Sorry, I don't mind mud on horses. That is, you've just made history.
For the punters heading home, it's been an unusual day. For Rummy, the first day of a colourful new career. For Heather and Alistair, a day never to forget.
God, how amazing is that?